Hello everybody, my name is Digmbot. As you can see, we're playing Smite. Today I have my buddy Birdei with me. We've created a private Joust game, and I'm going to work on a Neith build for maximum physical damage. Birdei's going to take his own character, and he's going to explain how he would react to what he sees me building. So, I've got Neith selected. Birdei, you all ready over there?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Alright. I am leaving my auto level skills on because I've tweaked that a few times, and with very few exceptions, I don't ever see a need to change the way you level Neith.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You can like choose your build and how you level your spells, and just let the game do it for you.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Although I tend to leave the item leveling off because end game it needs to be situational, and even mid game sometimes.
Yeah,
and it's just that extra step to remember to go in and turn it off. So, but what I'm going to start off with Neith, and of course Birdei wouldn't normally know this, but I'm going to start off with the Warrior Tabi. The reason for that is that they give Neith plus 30 physical power, 9% attack speed, and the passive is movement speed and physical penetration. And then I always buy meditation. I think you do the same thing, don't you, Birdei?
I've started not to do it actually.
Huh.
I like to be in lane as much as possible, so I tend to get teleport and just
gotcha.
recall and get back to lane as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's not as big a concern for me a lot of the time with Neith, because she's just fast anyways.
Yeah.
The second thing I'm doing with Neith this game is Golden Bow, which is physical power and critical strike chance, and that's because I'm going to build towards rage eventually with her.
Yeah, of course. Crit is great on a AD carry.
Yeah, and make no mistake, you might see a lot of people playing Neith kind of defensively, but she is an AD carry.
Yes, she can get unbelievably strong.
So I'm just kind of messing around in Joust lane right now, and Birdei's playing Arachne. There's Birdei. Hello.
Oh no, oh no, don't hurt me.
I see that you're rocking your golden skin. Well, since we're both friendly, do you want to have a little dance-off?
Oh, how do I dance? Can you dance?
Just do VET.
Stay still.
Oh, careful my spider. I need to kill this.
That's fine. So, this will not be a full-on, like, bloodthirsty game between the two of us, because we are trying to explain some things as we go. And, Birdei, you've picked up Warrior Tabi and Quinn's Blades.
Yeah, mainly Quinn's Blade is great on Arachne, because at the end it ends up like taking a percentage of your opponent's health whenever you hit him. And,
and
it's
I go
really
for Quinn's Blades on Neith as well.
It's just a very good like solo target item.
Yeah.
Because you can melt them pretty easily.
Yeah. And one thing I see that a lot of people I don't think understand is what Neith can do with her 2, which is
the heal.
It is primarily a heal,
but it also like
it's also a debuff
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a debuff, and people don't use the debuff like they should. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, didn't even try.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll stop attacking you, third.
It's fine.
Yeah, so mainly when I play, I play a lot of League, and there's not a certain build as Dime most of the time tries to have it like lay out what he's going to build. I usually tend to like counter build my opponent. So if someone goes a lot of physical penetration, I just build health or instead of armor or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and I have had those situations where I've really needed to swap out something for a little physical defense, because especially, you know, say if I run into Bakasura,
yep,
I need physical against Baka really badly. Nice grab. Pulled me right into tower range too.
Yep.
Alright, this will finish off my golden bow. So, actually what's next for me in this build a lot of the times is Quinn's Blades.
Oh, that golden bow. Yeah.
The one thing that I see with Neith sometimes in Arena is people go for Rage like second, which is all well and good, except Rage doesn't do you a lot of good if you don't have the physical damage to go behind it. If you crit for 97 damage, it really isn't doing you any good.
need the physical damage before you crit.
Your
Yeah.
middle tower is under attack.
And I'm not sure if lifesteals does that proc on crits? Like if you crit 1000, do you heal from
I don't
that amount?
think it procs on crits. I think we would have noticed it by now.
Well, we're not that good at this game yet, but
No, I'm still kind of feeling my way with some of it. I know Sobek and Hebo a lot better than I know Neith.
yeah. And I've been playing a lot of Arachne, but I usually just get one lifesteal item on her because she has a lifesteal ability. So
Yeah.
I can no, come here.
You're mine now.
And actually, I know that my favorite character, Sobek, can do one thing that Arachne players really hate, which is when you're using that lifesteal, I can pull you off of the enemy you're using it on with Sobek's one attack.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah. Sobek's dash grab will jerk Arachne off of somebody she's lifestealing.
Yeah.
Which is a really vicious interrupt because you rely on that a lot of times with Arachne.
It's the first thing I level up like max.
Yeah.
Because it's great. Also for like ganks and stuff like that, because you silence the opponent you are sitting on.
Yep.
So they can't use any escapes and stuff like that. So yeah.
And I know Neith
right
is
now-
listed as an easy character, but one thing that makes her a little harder to use is the leaves. Like there's one, you can see the, can you see the leaves? I don't know if you can or not.
Your second ability?
Or just little things that I leave around, that gods leave around when they die.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. If you use those right, she becomes a lot more deadly. Of course, you've got your bloody spiders. Hey, Birdie, how do you like homing arrows?
I'm good. I'm under my turret, so.
I can still reach you, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Neith's got a lot of range.
Damn.
I don't think so.
Okay, you'll stay there. I'll go grab something.
Actually, yeah, you've gone to Void Blade, physical protection.
Yeah. Because mainly, as we discussed earlier, when you play against, we know that AD carries, like, they rely on having heavy physical damage, and
Yeah.
so it's always a good thing to just have a little bit of physical protection against an AD carry, and I end up building it the way into physical penetration, because I'm AD damage as well.
And
So-
the thing is, Neith, even if you put some physical protection on her, Neith is really squishy.
Yep.
She is not meant to stay close range with fight. As Birdie just demonstrated very well.
It's Arachne is mean in that way that she can absorb people, and
Yeah, and the way that you're using it is actually really good, because every time you've drawn me in, you've let me overextend a little bit and pulled me into tower range, so you get the benefit of your attacks plus the tower wailing on me.
yep.
Alright, so that finishes Quinn's Blades for me, and I go for the Quinn's Blades instead of the Quinn's Size, because I like the passive for it better, which is you deal physical damage equal to 4% of the target's maximum health.
Yeah, I build that every time as well.
So I have seen Quinn's Size on characters sometimes, like I think Sun Wukong I've seen use it, but that may have just been a quirk to that player
It's
as well.
missing health. Yeah, it's. I don't really know who you would buy that on, to be honest. Now you're just beating on my turret. Damn it.
Your team
I'm up
Just
to
about
I'm up to 254 on my crits right now, and note that that's without rage.
Yeah. Well, I decided to go with a lifesteal.
Yeah,
Because I've noticed that you're kind of beating on me in lane, and lifesteal is always great when you're like trying to stay in lane.
yeah, and I'm already doing a significant amount of damage to you with the basics. And for once, I saved, almost got away.
You have been slain.
I hit hard as well. You're not the only
Yeah,
one.
you hit very hard. That's what makes this an interesting matchup. So I've got the first level of Rage, and Rage doesn't get really useful until you get it up to the passive ability. which is if you don't crit, your next crit stack strike chance increases by 10%. That's where rage
Yeah,
gets
you
really
get like
nasty.
a stack. So at some point you're like you're going to crit, and that crit is going to hurt. So
Badly. I've seen a Neith crit upwards of north of 675 damage before.
I've critted over 800 myself on some gods.
Yeah,
So
it depends on the
it all
god.
depends on the build. Yeah, and god, yeah.
For example, Sobek, you're never going to crit that hard on, just because he's going to take that damage.
Yeah, he's mainly a tank.
Yeah,
But,
although
yeah,
I've played him in Arena a few times recently, and Sobek's actually very nasty in Arena because he's so hard to bring down.
yeah, he is. So while people are like focused on getting down so big, the rest of your team can like
Your middle
kill
tower
them.
is under attack.
Find
Yeah,
kill
and the other
you,
thing is
yeah.
in an environment like Arena, Sobek's ultimate, where he slows everybody that's in his area of influence,
Yeah.
is really nasty if you've got a couple gods around like Odin or Poseidon that can deal massive damage in a specific area with their ults.
Yeah, if you can get people to stand still and just help your teammates out, best thing you can do. Like our Kwang with Arachne, I pull people in as we've seen before, like that. And if our Kwang could, like, if I've warned him that I'm going to pull this guy in, hold on me in 2 seconds, and then
when
you'll get
Alquang sends
followed
that ult
up.
down the line.
Yeah. You'll get insta killed.
So there was a 176 crit on you, which I'm sure you weren't happy about.
Well,
And it should have been more, but you've built a little bit of physical protection there.
That's far enough.
oh, that
Just missed you with that.
no, damn it. That's like my main mechanic is just hitting you with my my web
Yeah,
coon or whatever it's called.
That's one
If
thing that
I-
I think is a weakness of her sometimes is ooh,
Basically.
if you miss your web, you can get yourself in trouble.
Yeah. Definitely. Let's see, you went.
So you
Good.
went to I haven't seen that used a lot yet. So why don't you explain a little bit to me about what the Aussie is?
Well,
Because I don't know what's passive.
Passive. When I drop a certain amount of health, I gain a ton of life steal.
Ah,
So it's just very good, like in team fights, if people are focusing me,
mhm.
or mainly if I get up close to you and you start to hurt very much, you start to hurt, yeah. And I need to be around you all the time. I can't handle you shooting on me. So that extra life steal really helps me out. If I can get close to you, and then you dodge. Then I do this. Block you with my cocoon.
Yep.
Spiders, yeah. And,
Well played.
mainly also, I build it as a jungler.
Mhm.
Because I like to go aggressive sometimes in jungle and trying to scout where the opponent is, also the opponent jungler,
Yeah.
and meet him. And if it goes bad and I end up in low health, the RC usually tends to help me.
Now, the next thing I'm building is actually something that I usually build with her because it's good for her, but it also, in this situation, is good against your build. Because I'm going Executioner, and the passive on the Executioner is that basic attacks against an enemy reduce your physical protection by 7%. And it
Yeah.
stacks.
So you're just trying to, like, yeah, peel all the protection off me and just get crits. That's not a bad build.
No, it works real well with her against, it's not good against, say, Amir. I've gotten torn apart against Amir with her before.
Yeah, well, if you build physical penetration, that shouldn't be a problem.
Lie down. Your time.
I'm not quite sure. But yeah, also, Ymir is a different, or like difficult champion because he can be built magic power or like very defensive, like a tank,
Yes.
like Sobek and stuff like that.
And
So
magic
he's
power Amir is hard to deal with.
either a glass cannon or a tank. and
Yes.
glass cannon, you should just run. There's no
Your middle
no need for you to
tower is
fight
under
him,
attack.
because
No.
you'll probably end up dying.
No, to take down Glass Cannon Amir, you really need to go in with, if you have to solo it, you really need to go in with Geb or Sobek.
Yeah.
So you can take the damage he can dish out, or
Exactly.
you need to go in as a team.
Yes. Or just trying to avoid his skill shots, but yeah, it's difficult when he has like the cone of frost or whatever it is
Yeah.
in front of
Very
him.
difficult.
It stuns everything.
Your middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, I have a ton of gold right now because I keep killing you. I'm
Yeah, I'm
sorry
sure you
about
do.
that.
Ah, it's cool. We're getting the purpose is not for one of us to win or lose. The purpose is to kind of look at how you build, like how I would build something and how you're reacting to it. So, but you could see right there where I was attacking the minions how the critical stack on the rage is really working. And the next thing I put on this build usually is Deathbringer, which is plus 50 physical power and plus 20 crit chance.
Yeah. Right now I've just gone tank to try and counter you. I've gone the what is it called, mystical mark, and witch stone, which gives me a ton of physical protection and health. And as you see, you're actually beating me.
Yeah, and Mystical Mark is something I run in Sobek. It's real good for him.
My lighting. Your time will.
Ooh, what was that?
You have been slain.
Sorry?
I said, what was that? I didn't see what actually killed me there. That was...
My
Oh,
passive,
that was
I
the...
guess.
I got killed by the Phoenix. It just
Oh.
registered it to you. For some reason. Yeah, it was a fireball, 390 physical.
Yeah, if you get if you get shot by a turret and you've been hit by a guard previously, for like 10 seconds or something, the kill goes to the
Good
guard.
God, yeah. I've been messing around with Nemesis builds. A build similar to this works well on Nemesis.
Yeah, I've tried her a few times, and I'm not a big fan of her.
I haven't played her as much since
be
they
honest.
tweaked her either, and from what I understand, she got a little bit of a nerf.
That's far enough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. All new guards get a nerf. Firstly, we land that there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mine.
Oh,
Hello?
no. Yeah, and see, you just tore me down.
Yeah, because I have, if we see, I have full physical penetration, which helps a lot.
Yep.
I have a ton of attack speed, and not that much physical power, but like
Enough.
I have enough to hurt on you.
Yeah, and Arachne naturally hits hard anyways. If you look at our physical stats, you've got physical penetration 50, I've got 15.
Your
My
middle
attack
tower
speed
is
is
under attack.
a little lower than yours right now, too.
But also again, the lifesteal and attack speed, they go very well together.
Yeah, and then the other thing that's helping you a lot right now is the level disparity.
Oh yeah, oh shoot, I'm a lot of levels ahead of you.
Yeah, you're maxed.
I did not notice that.
No, it's cool. I'm gonna nom on some minions for a few minutes and catch
Yeah,
up to you.
I'll push up the waves
Your middle tower is under attack.
and some spiders.
Time will.
But let's see, there's 15.
Oh,
she just crits like mad right now.
A trick is also like we have a jungle that we can
Yeah.
use. So
Yep,
I've
I'm
been
about
heading jungle a few times.
Yeah, I'm about to. The
Just
thing with
because-
Neith is I avoid jungle in the beginning because she's not beefy enough to stand up to it.
Of course, yeah. There's a
now
moment where
it's-
you can handle a camp. Yeah, like you said, you crit a lot and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be a problem. to
No,
take
it's
down.
not a problem right now. I'm dropping the camps in 2 to 3 shots.
Yeah. And what I can see, they give around 200 EXP, the big one, almost. So that's a lot of XP I got from that, where you were just in the lane or whatever you're now doing.
Yeah, and in Joust, you do need to jump into the jungle a little bit because you just aren't going to level like you normally do off the lane. Joust games don't go as long, generally.
Time will.
It depends. We've had some long games, like the
yeah.
3 versus
Your
3.
middle tower is under
I've
attack.
seen some really good ones. Generally, though, they devolve into an ass kicking real fast.
Yeah, because people like late game, people just hurt, and there's no really way to counter that.
We're both rocking a damage buff too. Watch out.
Hitting you with my mystical mark
Yeah, I see that.
during the wave. Oh wait.
Just seeing what it'll do. You're gonna live.
Okay, hit me.
Yeah. See, I could.
Yeah, about 200. 200. Yeah.
Yeah, about 203.
But that's like I've built 228 physical.
Yeah. Now that's
Protection.
gonna change a little bit though, because one, I'm about to go up a level, and I just finished maxing Deathbringer, so now she's got an additional 50 physical power and plus 20 crit chance.
Now that you say that, I'm going to buy the Elixir of Defense, which gives
Not
me
a bad move.
ton of protection.
But this is kind of where, if you're playing Neith saying Conquest, you kind of want to get her to, because just that little
Yeah.
change on the minions, I'm critting for 500 and something now.
Yeah, and well, I've like purposely built protection just to see if I can counter you. So there's also other people that will be the same build as you in
Your
a
team has
conquest, like
destroyed a middle
the
enemy
opponent's
base.
AD carry.
Yeah.
And if your team is doing a great job and making sure no one is hitting you, you can deal a ton of damage to the opponents.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing with Neith too is you typically want to sit back with her anyway. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just critted you for 240 or 250 some. So
You died mid-air.
You have been slain.
yeah,
That was beautiful.
her escape move can be interrupted.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's not a straight up escape move.
I think you can interrupt a lot of like escape
Yeah.
moves.
One of the ones that's hard to interrupt is going back to Sobek. Is Sobek's dash move is pretty hard to interrupt.
Yeah.
About the only way that I ever see it interrupted is if Amir throws a wall right in front of him.
Yes.
Or I have had people body block it before. Enemy gods throw themselves in front of him because that stops him cold.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun ways to do it.
I might do I'm thinking about doing a guide with Sobek because I don't see him played a lot, but you've played matches with me a lot where I do him, and
Yeah.
I think he's really an underestimated god.
He's strong. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of utility for team play, whereas Neith does have a lot of utility for team play, but also you can solo. Oh, you jerk. You saw exactly what I was...
No. Oh, hey.
I got hung on the architecture. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think my spiders did that. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I
cool.
I placed eggs like right behind you. That's another thing you can do with Arachne. When you pull people in with the cocoon, if you place an egg right behind them, they can't turn around and run. They're
I did
body
not
blocked
know
by
that.
the egg. I discovered that pretty early on, and that's a great way, like for ganking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People get stuck, and you get like 3 hits in, and your passive is maxed. So great.
What is her passive again? Like,
The more I hit you, the more poison damage you take, so
Ah.
it stacks. So I deal... Wait a minute. It stacks up to 3 times, and I deal 20... It's 20 damage each half a second.
yeah. Pull up your scoreboard and look at my crit chance on my physical stats.
That's not bad. 60 out of 100. That's almost... Yeah, every second. It's every second shot you crit. That's not bad.
No.
And your physical damage isn't bad either. Hey.
There's a
cool.
couple little tweaks I could do to this to make her physical damage higher, but in terms of actually a utility build for something like Conquest, this is a pretty good way to do it. The problem is that you can, as Birdie's demonstrating, you can see what your main problem is going to be. Birdie, go ahead and push.
Okay.
Your main problem is going to be, other characters that are built out like this, because Birdie is built to strip away my advantages. That mystical mark
Your middle tower
is
is under attack.
evil.
It's just... It's constant damage, and I'm protecting myself. Like, I can tank your turret.
Your middle tower
That's-
has been destroyed.
That's
And
where
that
you see
300
that.
health 300 health bonus is not bad either.
Exactly, it's health and protection and damage. And also the Witch Stone, that's a lot of protection as well. And attack speed, I mean, which I mentioned is a great thing.
Yes.
Because the faster I can get my poison on you, the better.
Yeah. And I go with attack speed with her sometimes as well.
Your middle phoenix has been destroyed.
The golden bow is something that I use interchangeably. It gives her movement speed.
Your titan is under attack.
Oh, hello. Oh god. Nope, nope, nope.
The world's no bigger.
Oh, why can't I target you?
I'm hiding. You don't have vision on me, I think that's why.
The world's no bigger.
Slowly
Nice.
hiding. Slowly
Nice
hiding.
evade.
Can I pull this off?
The world's mine.
Yes.
I did. Run!
Nice. GG.
Let's push this.
Let's see, what can I trade out?
So yeah, that's pretty much how I would counter a Neith in
Yeah.
1 versus 1.
Now, what I'm going to do right here is sell this, and
Your titan is
go for
under
this.
attack.
Oh, birdie!
Shouldn't have done that. Damn.
Alright, so I made a slight change to my build. Look what I replaced my golden bow with.
Oh, I can't because I haven't seen you since last you died.
Oh, that's right. And the Titans. I put the Aussie on it.
Ah, okay, yeah. Lifesteal is always a good thing.
Good game.
Yeah. Nice game.
Yeah, good game.
So, I think Birdie and I will probably do a few more of these. Just picking gods at random because we both play a wide variety of them. I think Birdie plays probably about as many as I do. So, but yeah, thanks Birdie.
You're welcome.
And I will catch everybody later. I'm Digmbot. Bye.
Full screen.